Salute, man. Definiteness of purpose. The collective consciousness trap, and one of the devil's favorite tools of control.
Bad boy D. Masculinity. TV.
I recently did a video about outwitting the devil, which was pretty good, but I left out a few main points, and that was the main premise of the dang book, and that's definiteness of purpose. Purpose gets talked about a lot. However, this book, written in the 1930s, put an exclamation point on how important it is, especially, obviously, for men. The modern system, it's funny how they called America the land of opportunity. It might be focusing in and out, but that's the Detroit River in Detroit right over there. The good old land of opportunity there. Detroit actually is the prime example of what happened to the land of opportunity. However, that's obviously a lie. The way the system was set up was to have as many people drifting through life as possible. As long as they work at their factory job and they're promised their white picket fence house, they could drift through their life as a good, obedient slave without even knowing about it. The system truly has robbed us, robbed many people, unknowing people, the far above 90% drifters of definiteness of purpose. Nobody pops out of the womb or as a little kid. They have an idea when they're younger. Like, I want to be an astronaut. I want to blah, blah, blah. Nobody says I want to work at a car factory or a retail job. That's for dang sure. And the system's obviously getting even worse now because businesses are getting shut down. All the people that did have definite purpose and did be their own boss and get a business for themselves are a lot less likely to succeed with what's going on right now. There still are ways, but I feel bad for a lot of, let's say, restaurant owners, for example. Man, they're going out of business left and right for obvious reasons. Slowly but surely, the system and the enemy, the devil, is taking away our ability to have definiteness of purpose. And what definiteness of purpose is simple. You set your mind to something, you want to do it, you don't always want to put all your eggs in one basket, but as far as this being the thing that you want to do, and this is it, you put all your eggs in that one basket. That's your definiteness of purpose. You're going forward with it, you're going full throttle with it. History dictates that a lot of people who have done that have accomplished it. And it's not always about money, it's about feeling fulfilled, and it doesn't have to be as profound as a lot of people make it out to be. Some of the more profound examples would be like Martin Luther King or a lot of NBA players. Like, I'm not going to use any specific one as an example because there's dozens and dozens of them that they weren't the all-star in like high school right away, but they practiced and they grinded and they put the pedal to the metal. They put the definiteness to their purpose and they got there. Michael Jordan would be a perfect example of that. He became one of the greatest of all time. It applies to many other sports. Not all of them were great right away. And the ones that didn't even become the greatest of all time, they were at least able to, they got there and they were able to live that dream. So they got the joy and the fulfillment out of it. the ones that really wanted to be there. This can obviously be applied to dozens of other aspects and professions and scenarios. Just somebody who does work a 9-to-5 job, unfortunately, but they work at a soup kitchen a couple times a week or something like that. That can be their definiteness of purpose because they receive joy and fulfillment from helping others. The devil's favorite tool of control is extreme care and need for the validation and approval of others. Because in the book, Outwitting the Devil, he basically said to Napoleon Hill that I'm not worried that you're gonna publish this book because you're gonna be ridiculed by your peers and others for doing so. That right away clicked to me. I knew right away that's how the devil loves to control people. He knows how much we care about the opinions of others and don't want to be ridiculed by others. He revealed his secret right there. But if you have that definiteness of purpose, you don't care what anybody else thinks. You get on it and you do it because it brings you happiness and joy. And only us, non-drifters, can truly be able to do that. Because we don't care about conforming to the BS malarkey of this approval-seeking drifter world. Another one of his favorite tools of control is fear and anxiety and causing distress in the mind. You could call it the devil, you can call it the system, but it's happening. One thing a lot of people don't understand is you might not believe in the spiritual realm and you might think this is all hocus pocus, but the ones who are controlling this world right now, they do. They believe in these entities and they're taking these agendas very serious. And that's what the state of this world is all about right now. We have to remind ourselves that fear and anxiety and caring what others think or anything like that causes negative emotions, shouldn't have emotions anyways, but things that steal your joy come from the mind, not the spirit. That's why one of my favorite things is Stoicism. You realize that don't get upset over things that you can't control. It's easier said than done. It takes a lot of practice, just like getting on your definite purpose. And it'll help you with your definiteness of purpose. But if something really crappy happens that is out of your control, we like to get upset about it. And you can momentarily, but don't let it, it takes practice. You gotta remind yourself. I had a bunch of trash dumped out there the other day, and that's a huge pet peeve of mine. I was so angry cleaning it up. And then after, I was still upset about it. And I realized, why? You're just causing suffering by continually thinking about it. It's nothing that you can specifically control. So get over it, snowflake. It's an extremely beneficial practice, and it does take practice, but don't let things that you can't control bother you. It will for a minute, but just let it be a minute and get over it and move on. Block yourself from the energy of the over 90% drifters out there. It'll be everywhere. The fear and anxiety, and I can feel it. It's everywhere right now. Block it as much as possible. Ask the Most High for the armor of God. Let it feel it coming down on you like poof, 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 poof. Like you're fully armored and you're blocked from the malarkey. And speaking of the Most High, the thing I have to work on most in life right now is I've implemented a lot of great self-improvement practices over the past several years that have made my life so much better than it would have had been otherwise. The two that I'm working on now is patience and love. I know a lot of you guys are exactly like me, BBD, and that's probably one of the things we struggle with most, being in our masculine framing, is patience for others and love. I'm having trouble just thinking about it. So it's challenging, but something that to do, to have patience for all the fellow drifters out there, and love for them. I know, I'm having trouble wrapping my mind around it too. But it's something I'm gonna work on. Just be patient, realize that the over 90% of drifters are falling for this collective energy, this collective consciousness. If you're a drifter, you're gonna fall for it. And we just have to realize it is what it is. We can't wake everybody up, and just have patience. I'm not saying don't walk away. I'm not saying don't charge people to the game. But just be patient, because it is what it is. It's the way of the world. We can give a good, righteous, masculine message, but you can't expect everybody to listen to it. But however, the right people will. A lot of people don't know how to breathe properly. You have to breathe with your stomach and breathe in love, peace, prosperity, and joy sometimes. This is something I do once in a while too. I don't require it that much because, like I said, the self-improvement practices I've implemented have changed my life for the better so much I barely have to do it. However, sometimes a good breathing in some love and positive energy, picture that, because God is love, and when you're breathing in real love from the Most High, it's masculine energy. It'll pump you up in a positive, productive, creative, definite purpose, detached from the fear, anxiety, collective conscious energy right now. Don't wish ill or malice or bad intentions on anybody specifically. If you don't want to deal with them, forgive them and get them out of your life. I'm not opposed to charging beta soy boy or succubi to the game. Shout out Maximilian, because Monday, September 28th was Kick a Soy Boy in the Vagina Day. That's what today is. That's when I'm recording, so I'm gonna have to go out and kick a soy boy in the vagina. That was an epic idea, Maximilian. But yes, have love in your heart and good intent. Doesn't mean you have to be a part of the collective consciousness, detached from that, but be above that in a non-egotistical way. Because I don't wish ill on anybody. I am gonna kick a soy boy in the vagina today. However, this is why I do this. I don't like seeing soy boys. I don't like seeing men with their head down and their hands in their pockets in bad posture. I want people to get better. I want men to feel like I do. That's why I do this. And a great way to detach from the collective consciousness is ensure you say your prayer, man. I'm not religious. The Lord dwells in my heart. However, I do encourage all men to pray. It's extremely masculine. At least the Lord's Prayer. You'll get adapted and perfect the art over time to adding to the prayer and perfecting your own prayer. Because it truly is amazing. That just shows how amazing the Most High and Yeshua is. He sent his son and he actually died for these idiots, these drifters, and they don't even accept him. Like, he actually loves all of these idiots. Like, that is incomprehensible to me. Like, that truly shows the glory and might of how amazing he is. Cause man, I just can't do it. Detach from the collective. Drifters, sheeples, soy boys, succubi, scallywags, and be a non-drifter on your definite purpose who doesn't fall for the devil's favorite trick and doesn't give a damn what anybody else thinks. Check out my latest video right there. I'll drop another one right there. Drop another one down yonder and subscribe to BBD right there. Peace, prosperity, and many blessings, men. I'm out of here.